We're good.
Pretty good. All right.
Nice. Well,
Nice.
Nice.
we're finally back.
Yep.
My friends.
My friends.
Doesn't that feel good?
Does You're gonna need to boost up the energy a little bit.
Doesn't that feel good?
I mean, a little bit more than that. It was just the same thing.
Let's get pumped.
So do
Let's
you want
do
like
it.
the
Get
energy
pumped, dude.
that's you want the usual energy?
I want the most energy you've ever given on the show before. Act
You
like
don't want that.
act like
You
you
don't want that.
act like you just got back from a 3 days Grace concert. That's the energy I
I
want.
don't listen to 3 days. Okay, you
Yes,
want
you
to know
do,
that?
dude. Don't even
If
try
I
to.
went to a 3 days concert, you know what I'd be doing? Probably crying my eyes out and sleep.
Couldn't even hear what you tried to say at the end there.
Yep. You're not supposed to.
You would cry your eyes out if you came back from a 3 days Grace concert. Would you be
And
sad?
something else.
It's because you'd be sad because it was the greatest show on earth.
Yeah,
It's
he would
not the
love
greatest
it.
show on earth. The greatest show on earth would involve Tenacious D. Fuck me.
You love 3 days Grace.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
you do.
listened to them when I was like 12, and then I stopped when I grew 13 because you know what? My tastes changed.
Into what?
Not liking 3 Days Grace.
Lincoln
I
Park.
moved on to other things.
I feel so much better now that you're gone forever.
Yeah. Good stuff, dude. This shit's
Yes.
Andre's
Yes,
favorite.
it's not.
Yeah. I've never heard that song once. That's how I know it.
Andre's
Oh man, what a time to be back in junior high.
3 days Grace.
Yeah, that's when I knew about them like a lot. That's when I was like, oh,
Like this shit's
they have
epic.
songs other than Animal I Have Become that won't stop fucking playing on the radio every single day for
That
on the hour every hour.
that literally is a time that I wish I would never have to go back to. Where
Yeah, junior high was a bad one, huh?
all you had to listen to was the radio. Like, dude, that fucking sucked.
Hmm.
That
And I don't know about you, junior high for me, not a fun time.
No, I mean I didn't have a great time either.
I was fat and I had no friends.
I
Kind of like I am now, but I didn't have the internet,
I
so it
was just
sucked.
fat. I had lots of friends, but I was just fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably like some weird effect that you just can't have friends in real life. So if I ever do ever come up to, fucking Christ,
I will never
Illinois,
understand what it's like to be fat.
if I ever come to Illinois, it's just that weird effect's just gonna take over. I'm just gonna wave you and then immediately just get back on that fucking plane and leave.
Not
Got
if I'm
me.
buying the ticket, bitch.
That's true.
If
Got
I
me.
pay for
Paid
that fucking
$200
ticket,
for a
you're
round ticket.
staying.
For
Yeah.
like what, a week?
As long as I don't know.
'Cause I know we
Goes to
gotta
be
see the zoo, but after that, we're basically fresh out of fucking ideas, except for that stupid fucking mini golf.
How mad would you be if I parked on the road in front of your house in a van with a mattress in the back and I just stayed there for a week, but I never met you. You knew it was me. I sent you videos of me from inside the van looking at your house, but I never went in and I never met you in person. I just stayed right out in front of your house for like a week or two.
No,
And I just lived on the road in front of your house.
okay, know that it's not my house, but you'd probably
No, that.
have problems with everyone else in the fucking house.
Who is it? Who all is in the house?
My mother, my
Can I
stepfather,
take
my
him on?
stepmother, stepfather, stepbrother, stepsister, and then blood sister.
Do you
And
think I
me.
could beat up your stepdad?
Don't say blood sister. That sounds weird as shit. Do
I don't
not
know.
say
You
that.
versus ex Navy. I don't fucking know, man.
I get that Navy and Army bullshit out of here. Could I
I
kick
don't
his ass
know.
because he doesn't know how to fight?
I don't know. I've never seen him fucking fight. All I know is if anything physical, he did track in high school and then he went straight into the Navy. That's it. That's the only thing I can think of for physical prowess.
Carter, your shit's messing up. We can't hear you. Nope. Nothing. Did you hit the?
Nope.
Did you mute your mic on accident?
Probably punch something out of anger.
This is a great show we got going here.
This is fucking
Hello?
awesome. This
Hello?
is
There you are.
possibly
There you
our
are.
Okay.
greatest
I must have
episode.
come loose or something. But what I was saying is, yeah, Mateo said he ran track. His stepdad ran track, and I went, "Oh, get the fuck out of here! I'm not fighting somebody who ran track. He'll kick my ass.
Yeah.
He'll beat the fuck out of me. He'll shot put me to death."
Running track and shot put aren't the same thing.
But that was part of the track team, though.
That's field.
Oh shit! I don't know the other sports.
That comes from the track and field part.
Track and
Shot
field. You're
put is
right.
the
I remember that
field
term now.
division of track.
So he didn't even do that. Yeah. So he'll run at me to death.
Yeah, he'll just run like a 200 around you.
Yeah, and I'll be like, "That was pretty fast. Not gonna lie."
And then you just start whipping his.
We had a track meet once where we didn't like there wasn't a whole lot of people there, so they just had a bunch of like the shot putters and discus guys run relay races,
That's what I was confused about.
and like it all happened like a few times where it's like, oh, we don't have like there wasn't enough people on our team to like make up the events for like all the other teams, so they just threw like us in there to run like a 100, and it fucking sucked.
But it is.
Cause it's like, I don't run at all. I just throw a ball like fucking 15 feet 3 times. And now I have to run like a 200, dude. Come on.
Yeah, that's yeah, that does suck.
There's like one guy who's like, I actually like it when we get to do this. It's so much fun. I was like, how about you just run, bitch? Like, why are you doing the other shit then?
Yeah, I'm from my Adonis physique, it might convince you otherwise, but I'm not a big runner at all.
No.
Even when I was in tremendous shape in my senior year of high school, I was like, I could do things that aren't running for fun and
Running-
still work out.
Running is just like sucks. It's just dumb.
Didn't
Yeah.
you? Like, why do you think it's dumb? You
It's fucking
apparently
boring.
wanted to do it.
I didn't want to run.
You didn't want to do track.
I did the field part. I did shot put and discus. Well,
And you
I
had
was
me
only allowed to do
believe that
shot
you
put. They
had
wouldn't let me
great
do discus
stamina.
'cause I fucked up at the tryout thing, and I threw it behind me. Cause I'd never
That's funny.
I'd never thrown it before, and they were like, "All right, you're gonna try discus too," and I just I couldn't figure out how to like throw it, and it like launched behind me, and they're like, "All right, you're just gonna stick to the ball one." And I was like, "Okay, that's fine."
Okay.
Because like with the discus, you have to like spin around in a circle. It's like you have to release it like a weird frisbee mechanic thing.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get that down
Sucks.
for my first ever time trying it, and they never let me do it again. So
I wouldn't either.
there went my.
It's like that
hopes.
scene in Wii Bowling. You apparently threw it behind you. We'd all just jump and spin around, going "Yay!" and then just immediately, yeah, we're taking it from you.
Yeah,
You ain't never gonna throw this
it
game.
crushed my dreams of being a fucking track and field athlete. We didn't have like a fucking coach, dude. Like our coach would show up once a week, and then for the rest of the week, it was just like, you guys. I guess you guys just go out there and throw the ball around. If not, go home.
Throw that ball. Make daddy happy. Make papa angry.
Super awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You guys talk about something.
Andre, you're wearing a Hardy shirt. What's up with that?
It's not a Hardy shirt.
I know. It's the fucking. It's, you guys talked about this before. I know. I forget
It's
what
the
it's from.
Carl's Jr. shirt.
Not Carl's Jr.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
what it
same
is. Thank
thing.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you for clearing that
Carl's
up. Yeah.
Jr.
Even though those are both the same thing.
You didn't know that until I told you that, bitch. So
I already knew they were
no,
that.
you didn't, because
Yeah, I did.
last time you
Because
wore that shirt.
they have the same fucking symbol.
Yeah, but you didn't
How
know
would I
this
not
until
know?
I told you, because last time you wore that shirt and I said, "What is that? A Carl's Jr. shirt?" And you said, "What the fuck is that?" And then I had to explain to you that it's Hardee's.
I don't even eat at any of
So
those
don't
places.
don't even try to act like you knew that.
No,
Without me.
no. I knew what they were.
No, you didn't.
If
I
could
had
just
just
end it.
forgotten, and you cleared up the
No,
confusion
you didn't know that.
and helped me
You would have had
remember.
an awesome childhood and just watched Robin Big every day.
Who the fuck is Robin Big?
Are you? You can't be serious.
I'm fucking serious. Some people just don't know everything, Trevor, and you can't
Robin
call us
Big
stupid
is
for
like one
never
of the
having
most
seen it.
infamous like TV shows of our time.
And yet I have never seen it.
There's no way.
But
Carter, can you believe
I'm
this shit?
telling you that I have not seen it, nor have I heard of it. I don't know
Carter
the
has
premise.
never even had cable, and he knows what Robin Big is.
I don't
Wait,
watch the
what?
same shit as you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't. You guys are.
Hey,
This is insane.
yeah,
I've
eat
never
shit.
heard Robin Big before.
How do
Eat
you
shit,
not
gay
know
boy.
Robin Big, dude? This is bullshit.
I'm Googling it. Rob and Big.
Yes.
Okay. Thought it was a dude whose name was Robin
No.
Big. I was
Well,
really confused.
It's the little fucking and symbol, so it's Robin Big, not Robin.
Yeah.
Hood.
Still
That's
don't know.
that's a big old dude.
Yeah, he's dead. R.I.P.
Holy shit. And that is not a big dude with him.
It's Rob Deerdeck in Big Black.
I've heard of
Big
Rob
Black.
Deerdeck before.
Yeah.
Obviously. I mean he's like a staple for worthless shitty people like us.
I'm so utterly disappointed in the both.
I'm
of you.
also disappointed in you.
Sorry, I don't know who this big guy is. I've never. What was it? Was it like movies? A reality
No.
series. Okay. I get it.
God damn it, dude.
I'm sorry, dude. I don't know a lot about that stuff. Is he a skateboarder too? Because I don't know anything about
Yes, Rob
skateboarding. You said
Dyrdek
something
was a
about
professional
skateboarding.
skateboarder,
Yeah.
and then he got a show
Yeah.
on MTV with him and a security guard, Big Black, where they'd like go around and just do like stupid stuff.
Is
And that,
Big Black black?
how offensive that you would ask that.
I don't know. It's just I really have nothing to go off of.
Before, just think about it. His name's Big Black.
I'm just thinking about it.
Do you
And-
think he's a white guy?
No, I just wanted to make sure because I know a couple of white people with the last name
Imagine
Black.
a white guy
I know
named
a lot
Big
of white
Black.
people.
So Big Black.
I know a lot of white guys with the last name Black.
No, you
So,
don't. You do
yes,
not.
I do.
You do not know a lot of white guys with the last name Black.
Not like personally, I just know of them.
No, you don't.
One internet search is enough, buddy. The fuck is that? Oh,
It's probably Big Black. R.I.P. He passed
That's not-
away.
wait, he's dead now?
Yeah, he died like 5 years ago or something like that.
Ah,
Yeah, you should see a picture of him. His heart couldn't have handled all that big blackness. He's a big boy.
He was a super sweet guy, super nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had the Robin Big, which is just those two messing around, and then it transformed into Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory, which was like his like big fucking warehouse building that he bought and put offices in like a skate park. It was like a very like tame version of like the Jackass show.
Okay. That seems tight.
It was very infamous in our time of growing up.
mm-hmm. Didn't know it.
I know, and I'm fucking pissed off right now because
Yeah, you can
both of you
suck
have
my
failed me.
fat
off.
fucking nuts.
But you know what South Park is?
I know of it, but I still don't watch it.
Yeah, because you watch Family Guy.
I also don't watch that.
You watched the
Fuck.
lesser version. You watched fucking Family Guy.
What? No, I
and
don't
the
watch Family
Cleveland
Guy.
Show. The Cleveland Show is your favorite, though.
I have to actually say, out of all the three of them, I'd say American Dad would actually be my favorite.
I think that's like the consensus for like people who are like smart in some sense. That American Dad is at least a little bit better than the other two. I still think it's like very like hacky because they're all three like the same show.
Yeah. It's that they just change their premise of jokes. One gets more political, the other one's just absolutely downright retarded, and the other one is obviously black focused.
Nice, dude.
That was they. I'm not the first one to say it.
It's I don't I've never heard that the Cleveland show was for black people.
I never said it was for black people,
It's black.
but it was
focused.
black focused.
Is it? I don't know if it is. Like it's just like the Cleveland family, and then there's like a bear and shit. I don't.
Yeah,
see
but
how
you get to
that's
see the
black focused.
black focused. You get to
I
view
think
the
you're
world
just
through the eyes
racist.
of a Family Guy black guy.
You just had a racist moment.
I didn't have a fucking
You just
racist
had
moment.
a
There's
racist moment.
You know how many fucking like racial issues that they try to like go over in that show that affect black people? Not a
No.
lot, but still, it's still there.
And I bet they do a horrible job of it.
They probably do. It's Seth MacFarlane. Let's be honest.
If I could just interject here real quick with
Please.
an important message. I don't usually like it when the show gets political and talks about like big horrible world events and stuff,
Yes,
but
you do.
I think it needs to be said because it's important. But Hardee's kind of slaps a little bit, just a little bit. I found a new way to drive to jujitsu, and it goes through a different town, and they have a Hardee's, and I got it last night, and I was so excited.
Yeah.
I fucking love. I super like Hardee's. I asked for curly fries and they didn't give me any, but to be fair, I pulled up and it was like a 15-year-old working alone. And I was like, curly fries and on the thing. And he was like, yeah. And then I came around and I looked in the bag and there was not curly fries, but I was like, yeah, it's like 8:30. It was like an hour and 30 from closing and nobody else showed up to work. So I was like, whatever. So yeah, big, not to get political, but Hardee's bangs a little bit.
You gotta go back to the window and jump through it and beat the shit out of him. 'Cause
Yeah, gonna beat up that kid for working as hard as he could.
Is he working as hard as he could? I don't
No,
know.
not at all.
If he was
I was
working as
mad
hard
that
as
I
he
was like,
could, you might
if
have
he
got your
doesn't
curly
have any
fries.
like curly fries on deck, then he has to make more for like one person.
Yeah, that's the job.
I know that's the job, but he's also working alone.
Also
which I think is
retarded.
shitty.
Who are you calling retarded, Andre?
No, not you. I'm not calling who retarded. I'm calling the situation itself retarded.
This would be cool, right? So if like a Hardee's or a McDonald's, they're like, we need 3 people working from this hour to this hour at night, and that's who we're gonna pay our $11 an hour, however much they pay an hour, right? They're like, that's the operating cost. It's 3 people at this much money. So there's the operating cost of it at night is this much money. And it would be cool that if one kid's still working and the other 2 people bailed and he had to operate the business on his own, if he got their hourlies put on top of his, that would be tight. Because that's what
It
the
really
business is already willing to pay the operating cost for night.
Yeah.
But it's like, and now he has to cover the operating labor, but they won't cover the operating cost anymore for that. It's super gay.
Mm-hmm. It's like a scam.
Because that would make it so much better if you show up for your shift and the other 2 motherfuckers don't, and you're alone. If you're like, well, I'm getting paid triple, so that's not bad. That would kind of make it more worth it if somebody didn't show up, because somebody would show up and be like, nice, you get paid hella.
But sadly, that's not how the system works.
No,
Yeah.
that's not how it works.
It
Because
still would, I don't think the workload would still be worth it.
no, probably not. I've only ever worked at a school as a janitor when somebody else didn't show up, and then I would have to do 2 wings, and that sucked. But I don't know what it would be like to work in like a service like food place, because people suck. Working
People
for
do
people,
suck.
yeah,
People
you
fucking
have,
suck.
and I couldn't possibly work that job. I hate that.
You get killed from both ends. Sometimes
Yeah.
your managers suck, and a lot of times the customers suck.
Yeah, I'd have to like I don't know how people do it because I just fucking call one of the customers stupid like at least once a week. Because it's like how can you go through life and not have somebody tell you you're fucking stupid? You're a fucking cunt. I remember I went. Sorry, go on. You've been waiting patiently.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never worked like fast food. First off, I was gonna say how busy could a Hardee's be at night though? Like,
Yeah.
No, it's not, but it's still like that company is willing to pay that for the operating costs.
Let me tell you what's something fucking retarded. This woman comes around once a month.
guess I wasn't saying anything.
Sorry. A meal's about like that big. It's a sandwich that big, right? This
Okay.
woman manages to take
That's not
two
that
of these.
big. Wow.
She manages to take 2 of these, and she manages through her fucking retarded request that I'm apparently not allowed to say no to, thanks to management, into a fucking carryout bag. Because she wants each individual ingredient put in a plastic container, no matter how small.
Oh, she wanted you to separate the whole sandwich into individual little things so she could put it together later.
Yep.
Bitch, go to this store.
I
Why are
fucking
you
hate her.
going to the fucking
Okay.
the
I'm sorry.
convenience of it? They make the fucking thing.
I'm sorry.
hate
I gotta defend this woman a little bit.
What are you talking?
Yeah,
What?
because if you get these sandwiches like to go and you have to go home for them, putting all that stuff on them and let them sitting on the bread can make the bread soggy and then it turns really shitty. So
I get
you
that.
do want something separate.
But
I
then
can defend
don't
that.
get that place.
But
The worst
that's-
part was that her
No.
I feel
fucking
like there's a
mother
lot of alternatives here.
There's
Here's
not
the
a
weird-
lot
here's
of
the kicker.
alternatives. You want their sandwich, but you don't want your bread to be soggy by the time you get home. So you ask for a separate.
Yeah. You want the kicker? Do you want the kicker?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Her mother is definitely allergic to mushrooms. So she
Yeah.
wants everything like vastly separated. And guess what she gets on hers?
Mushrooms.
Extra mushrooms.
Extra mushrooms. Well, she's not allergic to them.
Yeah.
No, she's not, but it just feels weird. So you know what I have to do? I have to make each one of them separately and then pack them up
Yeah.
separately.
My
She-
girlfriend is pretty
I hate
fucking
it.
allergic to oranges and like the strawberries, but the hairs on the strawberries because that's what people
Hold
are
on.
allergic to, I guess.
Hold on. Strawberries have hairs?
Yeah, they have
Yeah, they have tiny, like I mean,
What?
like little, tiny little like hairs that come off them that you can't really see, and that's what people are allergic to usually about the strawberry.
What
So if
the
you get too many of
fuck?
those hairs, that just shit'll fuck you up. And like when you get like a strawberry based like juice or something, those hairs are inevitably in that shit.
Yeah.
They're just tiny little things, and that's what people get allergic to. It's super weird. It's like how you're like, it's like how when people like they're not necessarily allergic to cats, but they are to cat saliva, and that's what
Yeah,
fucks them up.
cat
It's
spit.
like the hair is what fucks them up. If you could find a way to strip them, it's not important, but yeah. So usually when she tries to find a fruity drink, it's fucking really difficult to find a drink that wouldn't actually kill her. There's a lot more like fucking alcoholic drinks that rely on
Yeah, strawberries
orange
are a main
orange
ingredient for like most alcoholic
Yeah.
beverages. And
Yeah,
shit
it's
like that.
crazy, especially oranges, because she can handle like a little bit of strawberry,
Mhm.
and then after a while, she's like, I feel funny, like not like I feel funny, but like she's just like I shouldn't have anymore. But for oranges, it's like, ugh, it's a bad time. But there's so many drinks that rely on orange that you wouldn't even fucking know. There's Mexican restaurants and they have like 12 different flavors of margarita
Yeah.
that we go to. Every single one still has orange juice in them.
Yeah, it's a margarita thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We go to plenty of places that don't have that though. They show us the ingredients and shit.
It was because it's a Mexican restaurant. Orange is a big part of Mexican cuisine.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying like it's hard to
For
find
sec-
shit that isn't like, ah, fuck.
Ah, fuck, dude. Looks like you're dying today.
Yeah.
I'm still getting my margarita on. Sorry you can't have any.
I remember this one time, me and like a couple friends, we went like fishing all day, and they bought like fucking like 3 cases of the fucking Bud Light like strawberry shit,
Ugh.
and
Yeah.
they don't taste good.
Like they don't
And
sound good.
We were fishing for like 8 hours, just drinking those in the hot sun. I
That
remember
sucked.
By the time we were done, I was like so sick and like drunk, and I threw up for like 5 minutes, and then I was like, I feel completely fine now.
Yeah, maybe
fuck.
that's
Like
what you needed.
I was like, this was like I had not been drinking very long. This might have been like my first like year that I was actually like drinking, and I had like fucking 10 strawberries, and I was like pretty buzzed, and I threw up for 5 minutes, and everything went away. And I was like, oh, this is like a life hack, dude.
It's
I
fine.
was like, if I get drunk, I just
This
gotta
is like
throw
a-
up.
I'd like to have you make one of those videos where it's like life hack. If you get too drunk off, just throw up. Just throw up a whole lot and you'll be
That's what they
fine.
say. You gotta throw up and shit, and then you'll be fine.
Like the little
Throw
video of
up
like
and
bling
shit.
bling 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 bling, and you're like
The
vomiting.
fucking-
Like
The life hack Snapchat channel Where it's like, look at these cool, interesting life hacks where it's like, put the cap on the marker and it'll save the marker from drying out. It's like, yeah, that's a life hack, dude. Fuck, I didn't know that before I was fucking 4 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
I
It's like
learned that
have a lot
shit
of
real quick.
papers. Use this paper clip.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you need 3 pieces of paper to stick together? Try a stapler.
I like the ones where the people take like the big bottles, like the liter-sized bottles, and they poke like a fucking dozen holes in it, and then they duct tape it to the end of the hose, and they use it to water their fucking plants like 1 foot longer. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Just get a fucking hose nozzle, you dipshit.
The most useless fucking thing I've ever seen.
Fucking stupid,
Just
dude.
get a hose knot. You don't even need that. If you got the hose, just use your fucking
finger.
thumb, you
Yeah.
stupid
Yeah,
dumbass.
yeah. So I literally just saying, like, I can get my fingers are a fucking hose nozzle because just by changing the
Yeah.
orientation of them, I can change
like-
the stream.
There's nothing you're doing that you couldn't do with like a normal hose. You're just fucking up a bottle and shit. And like they're like duct taping it to the hose because it wouldn't fit otherwise. It's like just if it's that, it's like one of those hose nozzles at like a Dollar General is gonna be like fucking $5. Like, come on.
Yeah, they're fucking cheap.
They're made out of like pure fucking shitty recycled plastic. They're gonna last you like 2 years before they crackle and break from the sun.
Like
Like,
the
just
fucking
use that.
the stupid ass like DIY fucking shit that's like popped over like the last like 5 years is ridiculous and it pisses me off so much. Cause it's just for people who are fucking cheap. Like it's for no reason other than they're cheap and they don't want to spend money on shit they can actually use. So like you'll go over to their place and they'll be like, look at all this shit that I fucking did, all these life hacks.
Yeah.
It's like you're just wasting so much time.
Right. And the weirdest thing about it is that all of the channels and all of the people who show you the life hack things, they don't do that themselves.
No.
They buy the shit. They just buy the shit to make it better. They're just like, here, you could fuck up this bottle, and then you can grow a plant in it, and then you can take it off later.
Yeah, just you get a fucking flower pot
Yeah.
or just plant it in the fucking ground. Like why are you spending time cutting open plastic bottles?
Right. It's goofy as hell.
It's better than a landfill. Actually, fuck it. No, it's not.
It's not because you're gonna lose it or something, or you're gonna burn it, or it's just gonna fucking something bad's gonna happen.
You're gonna plant this one fucking fucking tulip in it, and when that's done, you're just gonna throw the bottle away because it's gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna throw the fucking bottle
It's
away.
gonna deteriorate and be shitty in like 6 months.
And you should, because you're kind of the person that grows fucking plants in a bottle, but then you decide to keep the bottle for later. You should forfeit your house, forfeit the usable living space that you fucking reside in to do garbage shit for nothing.
Why don't you live in a plastic house, bitch? Live in a plastic bottle.
It's like a
Life
big,
hack,
like,
you don't
it's like an
need
igloo made out of
residential area.
recycled plastic bricks and shit. It's like a little igloo on the end of the block. They have like fucking pallets that they grow fucking air plants in their garden in, and they're like, I've grown 100 chives. I can't use any of them.
Why you've been saying chives a lot lately.
Have I?
Yeah.
It's been on the brain. I don't know what it is.
The past like 3 weeks, dude, you've been all about chives.
Maybe you should eat some chives.
Just say onions.
Maybe I should
dog.
have some chives and
Stop
something.
saying chives. Just say onions.
Onions, that's true. Yeah, onions are better.
You-
But chives is like the little mini ones that people are like, oh, no, they're like the
they're just small
artisanal.
onions, dude. Just
I
say
know, but
onions.
that's why these shitty people would make them. They're like the
Yeah.
artisanal version.
This. It's like when fucking I worked at like a restaurant and they're like, you gotta go get the scallions. So I'm like, oh, you mean the onions that I have to cut into scallions?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, that's what I meant. I'm like, that's not what you said, you fucking idiot. This shit pisses me off.
That's funny.
Like the same shit, like it doesn't make me that mad, but it's kind of like it's fun to like make fun of like stupid people when they're like, I have like a stomach ache. It's like, no, you don't. Your intestine hurts. You idiot.
Your intestine just fucking sucks.
Yeah. It's just because you can just prey on stupid people like that. It's super petty, but if you
Preying
know
your
someone's
ass.
like stupid, you can just rip on them about it. Which is like everybody that I see on my Facebook. the life hack.
Didn't you post these episodes to Facebook?
Yeah, I do.
Shit, man.
Sometimes, not all of them. Every once in a while, I will
I mean,
post this
some
one
people-
there because I want these people to know that I fucking hate them. Nobody that I don't like will watch this though, from that website.
That's
Because, like,
fair, I think.
anybody that I don't like, they already know that. Because we don't, like, conversate ever. Because it's meaningless to me. They're like, how you doing? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, there's nothing to offer in this conversation. Like, someone, like, messaged me after, like, my mom died. And they're like, oh, I've been meaning to talk to you, but I just haven't found the right time. I'm like, so you think this is the right time, dude? You think right now is the right time to, like, talk to me about this shit? Like, no. And they're like, we should get together soon. I'm like, absolutely not. It's not gonna happen. I did change the name of the podcast again, though.
Yeah,
didn't tell
I
anybody
saw you
about
did it like twice.
Yeah, I
Once.
saw that too.
I didn't like the other name. It felt very, like, 13-year-old boyish. It didn't
I
say
wonder why.
Therapy?
No, that was fine, but that was just like there was another one that had that same name that was way more popular, so we just got, like,
We got fucked.
down. Like, we wouldn't show up if you searched it. And the other one, I liked it at first, and then I was like, I sat on it, and I was like, nah, this doesn't sound right.
Boy's house.
I like the new one, though. I like this one. The name's this one's gonna stick. Not changing this one.
Stick.
So, we have 2 episodes until the 50th.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Meaning we need to contact the game show host. You know, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
There's gonna be. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. There's.
I thought you already asked him.
I did ask him, but there's a lot more than me just asking him to do it.
No, the fuck.
Yeah,
I mean, if the man says he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it.
he said he would do it. He didn't say he will. He said he
Would and will.
They are
Mm.
different.
Mm,
I would do a lot of stuff.
but you
Do I
don't,
do
yeah.
a lot of stuff though? No. Because
Can confirm.
someone asked me at the beginning
Well,
of the week,
come on.
would
it-
you
we-
would you want to do
it's
this? Yeah,
him.
sure. And that day
Yeah,
comes,
but it's
and I'm
him.
like, absolutely not. Fuck off. I don't want to do anything.
This is him. Come on. If we tease him with a little finger up the bum, he'll do it.
I don't
He'll
know
do it
which
for
guy
us.
you're talking about at this point because there was 2 people that we talked to about it.
The one guy I only know of that you asked.
I don't know who that is.
Shit, can I just say the name? I'm calling him by the gamer tag, anyways, right?
Yeah.
Code.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, we are talking about the same guy. Yeah. He probably will do it if I ask him again.
Mm,
I'm sorry, I don't have a lot to talk about.
No, you're
Yeah.
just kind of sitting there quietly.
Yeah.
It's all good though. We're making this shit work.
we're
We
making
need to get
it
back
work
in the flow.
now.
We took 2 weeks off.
Well, I'm
It is,
sorry for the witness the current events.
Bitch, did I blame you?
No.
No.
He's blaming me. Shut the fuck up.
Me and Carter were supposed to do it last week, and then he just never told me when he was gonna do it.
Yeah, it's true.
It was literally
Sometimes I
the same
wake
as like 4 weeks ago when he was like, "Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow at like this time, or around this time," and I'll be like, "Okay," and then I'll sit there and I'll wait for like 3 hours, and then he never says anything, and I'm like, "All right, I guess we're not doing it," and then I'll just go do
Yeah.
something else, which is literally what happened again.
It's true. It's how I enjoy it. I like to be able to tell somebody I'm going to do something and then cancel. It's the best feeling in the
Yeah.
whole world.
See, the thing is though, is you don't cancel.
Nothing that beats 'em. No. That's yeah, no. But then you got it's like without the condom is not telling somebody that you're not going to cancel, and then you just don't show up anyway. I
It's
can't even explain it. I can't even explain sleeping in when I know someone's waiting on me.
yeah.
I sleep so well.
Me that's cool.
Uh,
I like doing that.
Suck my dick.
It is a really good feeling though. Like canceling on people. It's one of the
It's
best.
it's so good. My favorite is like I just said, canceling, but not even telling them that you cancel. Just don't show up.
I hate that when it happens to me.
Yeah.
I love it. I love doing it.
Especially when I sat here and waited for like 3 hours.
And I was like, he'll probably get that I'm not going to show up.
No.
You'll probably understand.
It was like 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, well, okay. I had mm, never mind. I'm not gonna talk about that. Maybe I will. I don't know. Shit's opening back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for people who are fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can not wear masks, but you can still get COVID
They-
if you are fully vaccinated. So
Right. But the thing about the vaccine is that it keeps you out of the hospital and off ventilators.
yes.
So you wouldn't have that mass surge of
Like-
people needing the ventilators and then not being able to get them.
What a lot of this is coming from is Bill Maher got COVID and he was fully vaxxed, and now a bunch of people on Twitter are like, "See, the vaccine doesn't work." And it's
Like they
like-
said it wouldn't work that way
Yeah.
forever when they invented it.
They're like, "Isn't that funny? He got fully vaxxed and he still got COVID, so like the CDC is lying." And it's like, no,
But he won't
they
be on a ventilator.
they
That's
s-
kind of the point.
they literally said that you could still possibly get it. Like it
They
just
said it regularly.
it just very much mitigates the symptoms and everything.
Yeah, their whole point when they opened up with it, they were like, This goal of this vaccine is that it will keep people off ventilators." Because the
Mhm.
biggest problem at the beginning of COVID, what people continuously refuse to try to understand at all, is that it's like, no, the ventilators are full. So people who will eventually like catch it because so many people are getting it and spreading it, there's people who are going to be on ventilators and they won't have enough ventilators to take care of people.
Mm-hmm.
Now that people won't need to be on ventilators nearly as much, the ventilators will be open. The hospitals will be able to help people.
Yeah, but they don't want to use ventilators now at all either, though, because there's like a 55% chance that you die on a ventilator.
Yeah,
It's crazy. They really aren't that helpful.
yeah. It's crazy. But they have to hook them to something.
Yeah, I guess. Or just let them tough it out.
Yeah, but you're letting them tough it out. We're talking about like old people whose lungs are stopped pumping on their own.
Yeah, but I mean, is a ventilator gonna like? Yeah, there's like a 55% chance that you die on a ventilator. Like, it doesn't really help you. So like,
Yeah, I
is
mean,
that
like, if
really
you're-
better?
Yeah, but like if their lungs stop drawing air, then they're like, well, we might as well hook them up to the
I,
machine.
yeah, I
Because
guess
it's like
that makes
it's
sense.
like gonna die versus 55% chance they're
Yeah.
gonna die, or 45 or whatever.
It's incredibly high.
Yeah,
Also, I don't know what I'm talking about, but
yeah,
I've not researched this shit.
yeah.
I just seen things and I'm like, okay. But like the club, the comedy club might be opening soon.
Oh, you're excited about that one?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Finally get in there. Do that shit.
That's some good shit, bro.
Let's just get it, like, it'll probably be like fucking, it'll still be like fucking 1/3 or half capacity.
Yeah.
So I think that might work better for me than like a full crowd. Maybe,
Okay.
I don't know.
Who knows?
For their open mic shit that they do, they did have like a last comic standing thing like 2 years ago. And I
Yeah.
had this idea for like me and like our friend Kyle that I was gonna write jokes for me and him, and we were both gonna enter. So if me or him won, I would still technically be the winner because I wrote the jokes.
Nice. This is
I still want to do that. Is that cheating? That's kind of like cheating, I think. Is that cheating?
not really.
No.
If he rides off of your success, then yes.
This is how I win. I don't even know what you get if you win that here. Like, 'cause it's just local and it's like,
Just
yeah. Yeah.
you get to, you know what you get to not become professional for the rest of your life, but you can be like, I won the fucking I did this back in the day. I was pretty good.
I I can
You get
go
to
on
you get to be the dude who like talks about his high school football career and how you were really good,
Yeah.
but it never took off.
I was almost pro.
Exactly.
I almost went pro, but I turned it down, because
Yeah.
I wanted to have that real like down to earth lifestyle.
Yeah.
I think you get to go on like the local radio stations and talk to the guys, which I do not want that at all. There's no situation where I want to like go into the radio station at 5 a.m. and shoot this shit with these fucking idiots.
That's tight.
It might be like you might like get like to be like a regular though. I mean that might be cool. It doesn't mean shit like here though, because we have one comedy place. And so yeah, I played
Yeah.
this. I'm talking about how bad the place is, and then like within like a couple months, I'm gonna be like performing there. Sowing my oats. That way, so if I lose, I can just be like, no, that place sucked. It's because that place sucked ass.
Yeah.
It's a fallback plan. That if I actually suck ass, I can just be like, no, it wasn't my fault. And if you listen to like any like comics or stuff like that, they're like, you gotta go to like the cities where they're all at. And it's like, I don't want to fucking go there because everybody there is like good.
Yeah.
I
don't know much
want to
about-
I want to know that like I can actually like do it a little bit before I go like to there.
Yeah, right.
I want to stun on these locals who probably aren't that good, and then I can go to like Nashville. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I know what
Yeah.
you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the
Cool.
only one talking.
We don't have a lot to say about comedy. This is not surprising. It can't
It
be.
is surprising. You can engage in conversation.
I don't know what to say about comedy. Yeah, dude, local scene's crazy. I don't know.
That's not crazy. like
Local
10
scene is boring and shitty, and
Yeah,
there's
there you
other
go.
scenes that are
Yes.
crazier than it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I want. There's
What
like
you
10
want?
people,
Yeah, dog, shit, dude.
and we know like one of them supposedly.
Which one?
One that claims that he's in it.
Is he stupid? Do you not like him?
It's not that I don't like him. I don't. I think he's just like. I don't know
A
how to
little
say
bit
it.
retarded.
He's just.
Text me his name. I have to know now.
I don't think he watches this, but he might like come across it.
Doesn't
So,
matter. Text me his name.
Yeah, that's why I'm not. That's why I'm not saying his name.
Yeah.
You know him more than I.
I do know him more than
But
you.
yeah, but
Uh,
like I've talked to him and I'm like, I don't know, man. Did he just text you? Is he calling you right now?
Yeah, he's calling me. I'm smiling, lovingly looking at his picture as he calls me. I do remember. I do know him. I remember when he first started. Yeah. Yeah, he told me one of his opening bits, and while I like him very much as a person,
Mhm.
it's just, I mean, comedy's subjective. It wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't my thing.
No. I remember
But-
we were
He was
talking
up
to
for
him.
first stand-up, so
We were
No.
talking to him, and he was trying to do bits like the whole time that we're
Yeah,
like just having
yep.
like a conversation, and it's like, oh my god, this is terrible, dude. You
Mhm.
can't do this.
yeah, yeah, time and place.
Yeah, I mean, like you can like do bits with your friends and stuff like that. That's fine, but it's like we're just talking, and he's like, and he's the way he sets it up. It's so like noticeable that he's trying to do a fucking bit,
Mhm.
and it's like it's so not fluid at all.
Does he just kind of like rush into a one bit after the other, with like no setup
No,
prior?
no, it's like we're talking about something completely unrelated, and he'll be like, he'll just like set it up, and it's not like a good setup, but he'll be like he'll do a whole setup thing, and then he'll like try to do like a punchline that like isn't really there.
Oh,
But
it'd be like something like similar along the lines of, "Hey, Trevor, I had this slice of pizza at this restaurant. You know how bad it was? I fucked my cousin," and then just like bada bing, bada boom.
yeah, you just nailed it. I'm pretty sure that's actually something that he said. I think that's literally one of his bits.
Yeah,
Carter's in a weird place because he doesn't know what to say about this.
I'm locked up. I'm just waiting. Da-da-da-da.
But you know what I'm talking about. We were like talking, and he's like,
Well, he is a goofy motherfucker. I do like that guy.
yeah,
So
he's
I mean,
probably
I
a
can't-
super nice dude.
yeah.
And
So
there's
I'm
nothing
I
wrong with that.
can't. Yeah, yeah.
I want him to get better.
Me too, and I think he would have because this is like how long ago was this? And he was just
was
getting into comedy. He's a couple years younger. than
2
us.
years probably.
Yeah, he would have been. He would have been about 20,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he would have just
No,
started.
I don't
getting
think he was 20 yet because he was complaining that he couldn't buy cigarettes.
Yeah, but you have to be 21. That's why.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
he,
yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah,
able
yeah,
to for
yeah.
a while,
Yeah,
and they
they
changed
changed
from
that
18
like
to
3 years ago.
21.
You're right.
I think he was about 20.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, he is. And I mean, like, he had just started comedy, so he's
Yeah.
just like you said. I'm just in a weird position, I guess. I'm just
And
like,
then, but he tried to stunt on me about it a little
Yeah.
bit, and I was like, I did it when I was like 16, dude. I don't.
Yeah, right.
He was like, "Can you tell me your bits that you did when you were 16 years old?" And I was like, "I don't fucking remember."
Do you have those written down in a binder somewhere? Don't you? Somewhere.
I got tons of notebooks that have a
In
bunch of
notebooks.
shit
Yeah.
that I've written in since I was 16. I did for one time for English class, we had to do like some creative writing thing, and
Yeah.
I did like a series of jokes for that class, and I don't think I have that one anymore. So when I turned it in, I probably threw it away because it was a school project, and I didn't want any of that shit. But it was
Okay.
like 6 pages of like bits that I wrote for that. I did not get a good grade on it.
Yeah.
They weren't good either because they were for school, so I couldn't do my stuff. It's real dumbed down, like, oh, when you drop your book in the hallway. And
Oh
everybody
my
looks
god,
at
he's
you.
doing. I'm sorry, is he doing fucking meme formats in fucking IRL?
No, Trevor's kind of expounding a little bit, but I mean,
Yeah.
it was like it was base level shit like that, and I
Yeah.
mean, it's all right. I mean, he had one story that was his closing bit that it was a story about fuck, it was like one of the I want to say it in a way that I think is funny, but also that won't get me canceled in the next 5 years. Sentence in prison. But it was one of the special kids who liked to yell loudly. Um, and it was a bathroom story.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where it's like I don't know. I think you had to be there for the story or something.
Which is
But-
never a thing that you want to do as a bit.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
And one of
It's
those
like a
had to be
story that
there
happened to me.
moments.
Yeah, it's rough.
Because like you in the bit with like, oh, you just had to be there. And it's like, no.
You just had to be there. Like, then you've obviously didn't explain the joke well enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
there's
I'm
like
shitting my ass.
there's nothing that you actually really had to be there for. You just
Right.
you gotta
it's-
be
yeah.
better at explaining it.
No, I get it.
And that's
Like, if
that's
I'm not getting the gist of the story well enough that you have to tell me that shit.
it's a tool for people who aren't like good at that. And if
It's like
you're
trying
not-
to like be a bad comedian and then just like defend it with like, oh, you just don't get it. Like, the fuck?
trying to be a bad comedian, like Andy Kaufman in it.
Yeah.
You can do that shit, but you just have to be really good at being terrible. Like the whole point of like Andy Kaufman is that he is the joke. But yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta go through all those notebooks and see what I have because there's some of them I know aren't good.
I mean, that's the thing. You like refine and get better over time. You do it with everything.
I used to have a bunch on my notes app on my phone too, and I think one of my exes looked through it, and they did not like anything in there.
Well, no, because one of your exes was a woman, and they don't have any sense of humor.
I only have one.
Literally
in my
the
notes app
fucking
right
worst
now.
thing ever.
I
Oh my
told you
God.
this one. This one's new, so this isn't an old joke, but I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. I saw. Oh my God. I was watching Hulu a while ago because I was watching the Rick and Morty's and I was retarded because I didn't realize they were on HBO Max, and I could watch them without commercials, but I had to watch them on Hulu because I didn't know. And fucking I watched the commercials, and one of them was just it was like a show that was stand-up comedy in like a club, but it was specifically for all women. So they were highlighting like the bits women did that were funny and got laughs, and the highlights in the commercial were dog shit. It looks like the worst I can't remember what it is, but it's fucking it looked so bad. I was like, why are you even trying to do this? They're like, we want to see what women are really funny, so we're gonna take out all the men, which are the funny ones. We're gonna see
Yeah.
which are the funniest women. It's like trying to find the best one-armed fighter in the world. Like, it's only gonna get you so far in the end.
They exist.
Funny women?
I will
Well,
protect this
yeah,
man.
clearly funny women exist.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, the funniest woman is Sarah Silverman, and that's because she's
N-
hot.
I don't
Just
know.
kidding.
Nikki Glaser is pretty funny.
You'll
No,
laugh at
I'm
anything that woman says.
What?
I'm obviously joking. All
Well,
right.
yeah, I know, dumbass. No, there's no funny women. Just gotta
Thank
double
you.
down on that.
See?
Just turn total sexist.
There are no funny women.
That would be perfect.
Like
That's what I would want to do.
we have Andre the racist, you the sexist. 'Cause
Yeah.
you do hate sex workers, so
I hate
you're,
sex where
you're,
it's true.
You're 65%
Oh,
there.
I've always had the staunch. We've always hated sex women and fat women. It's all true.
Combine them both, you have the ultimate prophecy.
Yeah. A fat bitch who is in sex work who also does comedy is the worst woman on earth. And do you know her name? It's Amy Schumer. And
Schumer.
everybody hates her.
Never seen her sex work.
It's not good.
I don't know. I wouldn't imagine it'd be great, you know.
Yeah. It's because, well, I mean, it's you get it from her comedy because she only has one solid joke, and that's I stink like a fat pig, and that gets a lot of laughs. I'm like, nice.
She's got to be your type, I guess. You know.
Yeah, yeah,
She's an acquired taste.
yeah, yeah. She's yeah.
What did
she's
you
an
just think of
acquired
something,
taste.
Andre?
No.
You think
No,
of
I
something
didn't think of
good that blew your
Just
mind
think of
back?
that tasty Amy Schumer.
He was literally just sitting there and he went, "Ooh!" Like he thought of something cool.
You
What
fucking
was it?
idiot.
No,
What'd
I
you
didn't think
think
of
of?
anything. No, I didn't think of anything.
I saw the little light bulb go above your head. What was it? What'd you think?
I didn't know that wasn't a light bulb.
Yeah, it was.
I promise you to
You
God
had-
that
you-
wasn't a light
You
bulb.
had the little thought bubble. What happened?
That wasn't a thought bubble. No, that was just a reaction. That wasn't like a.
For what? Because none of us said anything that was ooh worthy.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't anything you said that was worthy.
What happened?
Sorry, nothing happened.
Don't ooh and ogle during the show if you don't have anything to say.
What the
about
fuck
it.
is an ogle?
What was
No,
it?
seriously.
What did you think of?
I didn't think
I'm
of
not
anything.
stopping until you say what you thought of.
Please do not.
What did you think of?
I didn't think of anything.
What popped into your head?
It didn't pop in my head. Nothing popped in my head.
Something did. You oohed for no
No,
reason.
that wasn't a thought bubble. Ooh, that was a reaction to something else. Ooh.
What happened?
I watched a kraut get his fucking head blown off.
You watched a what?
A fucking kraut get his head blown off.
See, you are racist. You're literally using slurs.
Not in the kraut sense that you're thinking of.
What else could a kraut be?
Nazi German.
It's not one of those. It's a different kraut.
It's a specific kind of kraut.
Like what?
'Cause the Nazi German kind. Like World War II Nazi German.
Yeah, I know what a fucking kraut is. I'm not
There you go.
confused on what a kraut is. I'm confused at the way you're trying to describe that it's not the kraut that I'm thinking of, which is literally
It's
what
not
it
just
is.
like racist like modern day German, specifically World War II German.
It's still
Which I know just sounds
literally
kind
a
of fucked
slur for Germans.
Yep.
It doesn't imply Nazism. It's just a German slur.
I'm employing Nazism now. That's the only
Jesus
time I've ever
Christ.
really heard the word going like full fashion is just around World War II. Maybe one. I don't
Yeah,
know.
when
I
people
didn't
were
look at-
really mad at Germany.
Yeah, especially when people were really fucking mad at Germany.
Sorry, Carter, are you bored?
A little bit.
You don't like kraut talk?
No, no.
I'm sorry. I know you.
Andre, do you like that new episode of Family Guy?
What? No.
Yeah, I bet you did. It was the one where Brian fought all the cats.
The fact that you people are watching it just so you can fucking nail me with stuff that I haven't even watched.
No, it showed up on my Facebook feed for some reason, and it was like 7 minutes of Brian fighting cats, and I was like, this is sad. It's some of the worst shit I've ever seen.
They couldn't make a good joke, so they just made
I was
violence.
like, I can't believe Seth MacFarlane
Uh-huh.
fancies himself a comedian.
Yeah. The one last night
dogfight
was pretty
cat.
cool where
Funny.
Peter Griffin goes to Israel to help heal Palestine.
Yeah,
I
he throws
thought-
rocks at the Jews in Israel.
that was very interesting.
He starts beating up Jews all over Israel, trying to. Yeah, it's the long fight scenes, like with the chicken, or I think they did Trump one where he fist fought Trump for like 10 minutes. Yeah, but he did that with like a big Jew in Israel. I would love that.
He
He,
showed
he
up.
sides with Palestine, and then there at the very end, a woman tries to tell him thank you, and he cuts her head off and rapes her body because he's with the Palestinian people.
This has gone
I mean,
somewhere else.
we're joking, but you know that's gonna be an episode where Peter
it.
and Brian are gonna talk about.
I think it's gonna be an episode that Peter cuts the head off a woman.
No, not that word for word. But there's gonna be an episode where they're gonna like do some fucking gimmick where Peter's gonna be like, oh, it's something like this in Israel or Palestine, and it's gonna do a fucking cutback to where they're gonna be over there in Jerusalem, and there's gonna be a little quip about how. I don't. It depends where Adult Swim, the company, presides. Because a lot of networks don't like talking about that stuff.
They just
Yeah.
don't even yet.
I don't know if it's a Viacom production, but like there's like some like they're for Israel or whatever. We're not gonna get into it, but like there's some networks where you
right,
can't
yeah.
like say anything about it.
Can't say anything about Israel or Palestine.
Yeah. But I can't wait for that.
I'm gonna
episode
go
of
with the
Family
Trevor
Guy.
route and say that because it doesn't affect me, I don't care.
This literally does like affect you though.
Does it though?
Yeah, this kind of affects the world really.
Why? Because
It's a very important issue.
What you gonna say? Because when the Jews take over Israel, what the rapture? We're going rapture, full rapture.
I'm not gonna make any claims about the Jews taking over anything.
Rapture? You
You're
ready for
feeding
rapture?
into a very dark. and
You ready
deep
for rapture,
web.
buddy?
You're feeding
You
into
want-
a
you
very
wanna see-
dark and
You
deep
want to see a
web
bunch of naked people fly?
conspiracy about the Jews taking over the world.
Maybe
One
that's
that I
conspiracy.
will not get into. Because first, I don't think we're allowed to talk about that because it's very fueled by anti-Semitism. So,
Oh yeah, it is.
speaking of like conspiracy, I had an idea that we'd do for this show where we would just talk about some conspiracy theories.
Oh, so like Joe Rogan, what Joe Rogan
No,
does.
not like Joe Rogan, 'cause I'm not talking about vaccines or anything like that.
That's just currently because of the current predicament that he's talking about vaccines.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the Eddie Bravo, the fucking government or lizard shit. I'm not getting into it because that shit's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So you don't want to talk. You want to talk about conspiracy theories, but you want to
Yes,
shut
I'm
down
talking
all
about-
the main,
No,
the
because
mainstream
that shit.
conspiracies.
Well, I mean, some of those are mainstream, but like, I'm the very like weird, like far out ones that really don't have like a super overbearing thing because they're not necessarily like real. They're just idealisms that are just like food for thought ideas. Those are more interesting to me because you can't really take a side, I guess. You can just think about it, and it's a cool thing to think about, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. What's up? What is the thing?
I'm picking on what you're
I didn't
putting
have
down.
any. I didn't do enough research to do this today.
Nice. Good open.
I would.
Right.
I opened this
You
statement
just
with I had
opened.
this idea to do this for the show. I did never stated it was for this episode. I didn't
I
get
did-
to
I
finish
just
my
could
fucking
have
statement.
known.
opened this can of worms.
I
How
didn't
could we
get
have
to.
known?
I didn't
You
get
said
to
it,
finish
Dad.
my statement either because
You brought
Andre
it up.
popped in with like, "Oh, so like Joe Rogan."
Because I'm right.
See, I don't know if it'll focus in on this, but I do have a photo of the conspiracy iceberg that has like 300 of them on here.
You've been getting too deep into those fucking icebergs, dude.
Yes, I have, and I have done research on some of these, but not enough, and it is fucking my head up.
Yeah, get into conspiracies, dude. What's up?
I'm not.
Who's the black picture? Who's the black man behind you?
That back there,
Yeah.
that's Donnie G.
Who?
Donald Glover.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah, yeah. I
is-
saw that the other day when I was at your house.
It
Okay,
is-
I couldn't tell it was him.
It is like my favorite album in the entire history. of
Yeah. Okay, yeah,
Because
yeah. I know it now.
That album literally changed my life.
Yeah.
But like they have the fucking the boy in the box. You know what that is?
Nope.
No, I've heard of the boy in the striped pajamas.
Nice. It's not really
Yeah.
a conspiracy.
Back to World War II, bitch.
It does apply to a conspiracy further down the iceberg, but it's not so much as a conspiracy as like a thing that weirdly happened, where a guy was hunting and he found a box with a boy's like body parts in them, and the boy
boy
was
in the
never
box.
What?
Well, you said, yeah, then that all comes circle. The boy in the box.
Yeah, but it's weirder than just a body in a box because he was never identified and there was no missing persons like in the area that matched with this person. So
Because
no
nobody
one knows.
reported it.
Holy shit, dude! Am I talking?
How long ago was this?
I don't remember. It was not recent.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
It was.
Huh.
I would say like at least 20 years ago. And there was no like missing person thing. So the boy that was in the box has never been identified. No one knows where it came from, how it got there, or anything. It was just they just found a boy in a box.
That's fucked.
And that applies to like the real crazy like conspiracy shit down the list where it's like human farming ideas and stuff like that. That incident will
fucked.
apply later
That's
to that.
God, dude, holy shit.
So they'll like when you get down to like tier 5 and tier 6 is where it gets like real fucking nutty.
Yeah.
It's like idealisms of like God's ego death and shit like that. And it's just it gets fucking nuts. But like I said, I have not researched those ones, so I'm not like by any means able to talk about those.
Right.
If anybody out there wants to watch like in-depth videos about these, look up Wendigoon on YouTube. He does videos of like weird shit like this,
and he has a whole series where he breaks down each tier of this iceberg and each conspiracy. It's really interesting. Shout out Wendigoon.
Nice. Shout out fucking Wendigoon.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not the Wendigo? It is the Wendigoon.
It's Wendigoon. Wendigoon.
Yeah, but you know the Wendigo too, right? That's like a whole
Yeah,
different thing.
I know of the Wendigo. That's he likes that kind of like supernatural stuff. So his name's a play on that shit.
You know, the funny thing is, I've looked more into the Wendigo. People have been getting it wrong for like fucking years due to misinterpretation by the white man.
You better
really-
fucking continue with that.
All right. Well, okay. So Wendigo in native tradition, in the native language or the native belief, was that obviously one cannibalism, but fueled by spiritual desire. It was seen like as a spirit and a cursed place, and just would cause absolute fucking mad cannibalism. Nowhere in there did we mention it was definitely humanoid, but we never once mentioned the head of a stag. Never once was that ever mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Rarely ever times was it like a creature. It wasn't like a physical thing. It was a spirit.
Right.
And that always fucking weird how like popular the misinterpreted creature got, that it's gotten so far off of the real thing. Wendigo is cannibalism, not the stag creature.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I don't know if he's fully telling the truth here.
That's why there's actually a medical condition called Wendigo, and I can't remember the second part of it, but it deals with people having an intense desire to crave human flesh.
Yeah, but isn't the Wendigo called Wendigo because it eats humans?
No, it's not an it. That's the thing. It causes people to eat. It causes cannibalism, but it itself is just a spirit. It's not a creature that eats people.
I don't know.
No, I've seen
It's-
lore where it's
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, where like the Wendigos are fucking like people that have been fucked up and like
Yeah,
turned
yeah.
into evil monsters. So it's like they are a Wendigo, but it was like what you said, like the Wendigo spirit or whatever fucked them up.
They're just
It's like
rabid people.
We can do a whole episode on that then.
I mean, there's not
Yeah,
much to go off of it.
I'm into
It's
I'm
just
into
misinterpretation.
Wendigo. I'm into
Yeah.
that shit because it's
See-
like so very unexplored.
I think
As a
like, wanted to talk about like these conspiracy things, but then I don't want to get labeled as like a conspiracy podcast. I
You get
wanna
kind
be
of doing it to yourself.
very careful about going that way.
Why? We're just fucking around talking about
yeah,
creatures.
yeah. But then like I don't know, it's weird territory. Cause like you can like talk about some shit and they're like, oh, they're about this, and it's like no, just like talking about the ideas.
Yeah, cool dog shit.
I'm talking about the McFly code, dude. That one's crazy. It's,
What is that?
It's
Tell
a
me about
theory that believes that the Back to the Future movies are actually real. They believe that the Back to the Future movies are real because
I
they like
typed it in, and the first thing from the Wrap.com says Back to the Future predicted 9/11 and 4 other crazy.
Okay.
And
I was just about to talk about the 9/11 thing with it. They believe it predicted 9/11 because the name of the mall in the movie is called Twin. It's
Is
Twin
that all they have
something.
to, like, go
Yeah,
on?
dude, it's not. The shit isn't very based in reality a lot of times. They're very weird, obscure ideas. Carter's reading
the
about
first movie, the clock reads 9:55 p.m. at one point, a clear indication for some fans that the film predicted 9/11 because the clock's hands point to 9 and 11.
Yeah, and then also the
That's
name of
a
the
r-
mall is
that's-
Twin something.
That
That's
is a
Imagine-
low-hanging fruit.
Dude, I do feel sorry for some people who notice shit like that because can you imagine being the kind of guy who's so omnifocused on everything and every scene that you notice that the clock's hands are pointed to 9 and 11, so that signifies 9:55 and it signifies 9 and 11 and shit.
yeah. Believe it or not, there's also another one down here that says that believes the Simpsons are real.
Yeah, I know.
The cartoon
Yeah,
characters.
that one's been very present for a while because every time
Knowing
something
about that.
happens, they're like, Simpsons did it. Simpsons predicted it. It's like,
Did
yeah,
anybody ever figure out that fucking weird ass internet cicada thing?
No, there's still one code that has never been broken.
Ah, I would love to.
In,
Yeah, but there's a lot of it that's like,
Yeah.
only the chosen can even see this whole thing. So it's
Yeah.
like, in theory, obviously, because it's bullshit, but in theory, it's like most people can't even see like the whole thing to decipher it. So it's like
Mhm.
fucked. And only like the chosen motherfucker is gonna be able to see it.
Yeah, cicada still is a thing. They still have those fucking puzzles that's never been broken or coded.
330. That one caught my motherfucking attention back in the
The
day.
cicada?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cicada 3301, the cicada code and shit. I was
Yeah.
like,
That's
what
a
the fuck? How do we not have anything pulled in to deal with
the
this?
cicada is also an Israeli thing as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's got Israeli connections. As you know, when we played Battlefield 4 and we played on the IDF server, there was a bunch of cicada shit all in throughout the server. Like they promoted like some
Yeah,
cicada
that
book.
cicada is the picture. I remember
Yeah,
seeing that.
cicada has Israeli ties too. We got fucking the Men in Black. They believe that
Dude,
there's actual Men in Black.
the Cicada 3301 clues have spanned many different communication media, including the internet, telephone, original music, bootable Linux CDs, digital images, physical paper signs, and pages of unpublished cryptic books written
Yeah.
in runes and runic.
Mm-hmm.
This is it, but it's like who's setting up? There's physical pages, bootable Linux CDs.
Yeah.
How the fuck is he writing to that? It's like that shit. It interests the fuck out of me. Because even if it's just what I believe, it's just some motherfucker who's really clever and he's making this shit up to have fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
I still want to get to that. I still want to get to the dude who's been fucking with everybody forever. I still want to figure that out. Because it's like, if it's just a dude who's making shit up for fun, he's got to be catchable. You
Yeah.
got to be able to catch up to him at some point. It's like, that's what I want to do. I think, fuck. I wish I was a smart person.
They get the. I think my red is not your red is a pretty interesting theory, where
What?
that delves into the idea of that colors as we know it are only colors to us because we've been told that they're those colors.
Yeah, oh, I've
So
thought about this.
yeah,
That's crazy.
So like, me and you only see blue as the same because we've been told that.
Right.
We've been
Because
taught
how would
that.
I know
So
what it looks like to
how
you?
do you know what blue looks like to me? And
Exactly.
like they could
How
be
could I know?
totally different.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just fuck. I love that one. But that one's short.
Yeah,
me.
like I said, the ones that I'm more interested are just like these ideals like that,
Yeah.
where like the whole like Bohemian Grove kind of stuff, I kind of like shy away from, because that's
Yeah,
just
no, I get that. Because Bohemian's Grove is like, it's like you can almost see the end point of it, where it's like, oh, like
Yeah.
even if it's some big evil cabal
This
of
is a secret
motherfuckers around the
society
world,
thing.
huh?
This is like a secret society, like
Yeah,
Freemasons and that shit.
that's what I mean. Is like you can kind of already see that, like in the
Yeah.
distance. You're like, oh, at worst, it's a bunch of motherfuckers who believe in Moleg the Owl God and goofy shit.
Yeah.
But just like Cicada, it's like,
Oh,
what's going on? What is it? What is it? What is it? I'm so invested in it.
the Patterson Gimlin massacre, which is it's in reference to the Patterson Gimlin footage of the Bigfoot. And the theory is that they were hunting when that footage was taken, and the video of the Bigfoot is the idea that that's the last Bigfoot because they killed all the other ones that day in that area.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
The idea that they were hunting Bigfoots and they killed a bunch of them.
Big
That
Will
was the
hunting.
last one.
Goodwill Hunting. Sorry. Fuck.
Like last night we talked about not last night but the other day we talked about gang stalking, which is
Yeah.
the idea that you have multiple mundane people following you all the time.
That shit'll fuck you up. Do you remember? Do you remember the skinny dude who did food reviews? He was kind of different. He wore like suits, and he was like
Yeah. I know what you're talking
my
about.
day is ruined. Like that guy.
Mm-hmm.
My disappointment is immeasurable. People are pretty sure that dude has that symptom that he thinks he's being gang stalked.
Hmm.
There was some long theory that like he thinks people are following him and people are like pointing to different videos and shit that he does.
Mm.
You know, he freaks out when cars drive by him and shit. and like fucking like the way he talks in some videos. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. That shit'll fuck you
Yeah.
up. That symptom that people have, that sucks. I
There's
feel bad for people who have that.
there's another like idea that like it's opposing fucking Schrodinger's law,
Hmm.
and it's like the idea that like nothing's there until it is, or so I can't remember exactly. I've very
Beyond your
briefly.
perception, nothing exists.
Yeah, but it's like taking the idea of like atoms is that as we know, atoms are all around us, but we can't see them. And this idea is like they're not there until they're actually there. And more goes into the idea of like how like the idea of like there's multiple ways for things to happen. Like, oh, if you do this, then like I did this, so that happened, and that I did that, then that happened. And this
Okay.
is like stating that there's only one way each of those events could have happened.
Okay.
So instead of like there's multiple outcome idea, it's like no, there's only one, and that is that train of like idea. I can't remember what that one's called though, but I thought I like that
Yeah,
one's pretty interesting.
there's some old philosophical
Hmm.
battles about this, and one is you can't trust your mind, but you can trust your senses and shit.
Yeah.
Or and then there's other ones that are like you can trust your brain because it's the only way that you can perceive and shit. There's like old philosophical debates. It's cool that science kind of gets involved in that
Hmm.
as a concept. But yeah,
And
it's super cool.
quantum suicide and immortality is pretty cool.
Quantum suicide. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's the idea of the multiverse is how like so there's a the idea that there's infinite universes and multiverses or whatever. So you're living infinitely throughout these times, and there's
Yeah,
one where you always commit suicide, and there's
nice.
another one where you live forever.
Are you just talking about like multiple universe theory?
Uh, kind
Multiverse
of.
theory.
It's a
That,
little bit
that's
more
still
in depth
basic.
than that, and it's the idea that like there's a because they're infinite universe or whatever, an infinite universe where you live, and there's one where you will always commit suicide.
Well, the problem with when you say infinite universe theory is that infinite amount of things happen.
Right, right.
Anything, and
Yes.
literally anything you can perceive, if you can think it up in your head, and beyond that,
Yeah.
it's like it's a concept that would have happened in an infinite universes.
Yeah.
And then each one of those individual things happen themselves an infinite amount of times.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, is that, yeah. So it's like,
I
if,
have to
if
look into it more, but
universe,
briefly,
yeah, then it's like,
basically
of
saying
course
what it
you
is.
killed yourself.
Yeah.
And you killed yourself at every year you were alive, at every day at some point, and you've
Yeah,
done
yeah,
that
yeah.
every second. Yeah, every like, and you've done all of those an
Hmm.
infinite amount of times in many different fucking
And
universes.
it's like the immortality is like, in this you like this universe that we're in, you lived until 9:02 a.m. The next one you live until 9:03, then
Yeah,
9:04,
right,
and it just goes on and on and on and on infinitely that
right.
way. So till you get to a time where you've lived, where you become immortal.
Infinite amount of possibilities is
Yes.
infinite amount of possibilities.
Yeah.
And it includes immortality and it includes everything.
Yeah. But it's stating that this always happens. Like there's one where you always commit suicide, and there's one where
Yeah.
you live forever. It's just the idea of those two thoughts.
Yeah, yeah, I like those. But that's the thing about infinite universes is that those are always happening at all times.
Yes.
Supposedly, that's the concept. It's I like infinite universe theory because it's like you can't really. There's no way to end. It's like there's no. It's just
Right.
like all the shit is happening all the time, forever. It's just infinitum. It's you can't possibly quantify it. You can't put it in a sensical way.
And they
There's
got
one when you're a professional cosplayer on TikTok. There's
yeah,
many,
yeah.
infinite amount of them, in fact.
I want that to be this one that we're in right now.
You know, if I could shape this one,
Mhm.
I want it to be this one.
They got tree swastikas. It's a fun little thing. Well, that's not like an idea. That's just something that rarely happened. Where in these forests they have these trees that are planted in the shape of swastika, but
Why?
so all year round except for one season, the trees are the same color. But in the fall, these trees turn yellow and they're in the shape of a swastika.
Huh. That's tight.
That's the
That's
whole thing.
crazy. I mean, it's not cool because it's a swastika, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
cool. Like, who noticed that first? And they're like, "What the fuck?"
yeah. It's strange.
Yeah. There's a building at the place I used to go to college that it was funny because from the air, one of the buildings, the way it was designed, it kind of looked like a swastika from the air. It was one of the dorms. It's super crazy when people saw it. They're like, ah.
And then they have like the Denver airport shit, which everybody like knows about.
What
The
airport?
Denver airport and how it's like
Yeah, yeah,
structured
yeah.
weird.
Awesome. Have you seen the artwork and the statue there? I love that one. Who
Yeah.
the decided to build that shit? Mateo,
Yes.
you seen the Denver airport shit?
I have not seen the Denver airport
Oh
shit.
my God. If you do me a favor and click on a do tab, because I know you're fucking with your computer, but just
Yeah.
type in Denver airport. I think it's mural. Would it be called a mural? Yeah, just type in Denver airport mural and look over some of those pictures. This is somebody just that's just like a part of the airport.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at.
Such a big Russian motherfucker with his saber. And it's the coming of death and shit and war and then it's like this rebirth of nations. Ugh.
I mean,
I
there is
remember
the
one of the
ideology that
original
you
dudes I
can't
saw a
have-
video who made about it. They're like the pictures you can see here are multicultural children and people working and living together in unison with nature, right? And the one dude who is like, this is what they want us to get to. They want the world to end so they can create like a unified force of all cultures and nations working together. I'm like,
That's,
yeah, how evil. That's fucked, right?
that's
It's like the fuck part is that they're killing everyone, but it's like you're effectively just like, yeah, we should never mingle the cultures if that happens.
Yeah. They have like the classic harp shit. which I
Yeah, I
don't want
love
to talk
art,
about that
dude.
at all.
Huh?
I do not want to talk about that at all.
No, I know because you have a person
I
that
have
you
a
care
person
about that I also care about who will never
deeply
shut the fuck
believes in
up
harp.
about it.
And there's no fucking benefit to harp at all. It makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. It wouldn't make any sense.
But
I don't doubt
it's
for
deeper
a
than that.
second that a government would try to build a weather controlling device.
They have it. They can make
Huh?
it rain. Like they do that over like overseas where they don't get rain. They're able to make it rain by producing the clouds and shit like that. So they can do that to an extent.
I was talking about more severe
Yeah,
phenomenon.
yeah, of course, yeah, yeah. I'm just
Um,
saying on a scale they can.
Right, but it's like I don't know. It's just like I have no doubt that's a thing, but I don't know if they would be using it as a weapon to hit target locations. I don't know.
I don't know why
We've been hit by hurricanes like a lot.
Yeah.
You'd think if we had a weapon to stop it, we would have because it
We-
cost America billions so
I think
far.
we literally get hit by the most hurricanes. Why would we?
Yeah.
Why are we hurricaning ourselves? I don't.
Well, even if we're not hurricaning ourselves and that's happening as a natural phenomenon, why aren't we using the technology to stop it from happening and save us billions of dollars?
Yeah. That,
Why
yeah,
the fuck
that's
would
it.
we have stopped it by now? Like, it's like we have like an effective anti-nuke missile system and we just keep getting nuked and we just don't use the nuke system and we're like, oh yeah, we have it. It's like
Yeah,
I don't know if we do
it's
anymore
just that-
because we're
it
not
just
fucking
saves
using
us
it
when we
when
need it.
Huh?
No, that's going off what you said. It's just
Oh.
yeah, we have it. It's just it saves us a lot of money by not using it.
Yeah, we're just not gonna use it.
And we got ninjas, which are
What
the
the
Ninjas?
which are like the weird giant mermaid looking guys. They look like Ape Sapien from Hellboy.
That is a name
Which
I
have
haven't
been
heard in a
in,
long
Yeah,
time.
okay, I've heard of these guys.
They've
Have
been
you?
in-
These are the ones I was telling you about in the Arctic Circle.
Oh yeah, but they've been in ancient Japanese culture and Native American culture. So
Yeah.
it's weird that they would both have those in there, considering that they would never have met each other.
Yeah. It's true. Hold on. But yeah.
And then let's see which one whether I can briefly.
I was trying to find one specific video.
Oh, the ninja.
Yeah, one that I saw. I can't. There it is. I don't want this dude to talk. Come the fuck on. Where the fuck can't I find it? There it is. This is not going to translate well on the podcast, but I'm sending Trevor a video, an old video of a ninja. It's just It's the craziest looking. It's so terrifying to see. I hate looking at it. I really, really do.
It sounds a little bit racist.
Some deep sea fucking yeah, it's some deep sea fucking like oil rig cam or some shit. It caught this thing moving.
And then you got porn stars are leeching your energy.
Porn stars?
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Somehow they're taking your
Porn?
energy from you.
Nice.
So I mean, yeah, definitely. I can look deeper into these, and we can do like a full hour-long discussion on these.
We are
later.
Be on anything.
What?
we are turning over a new leaf. A change of
Just-
seasons is coming,
I
ladies
mean,
and gentlemen.
I'm not gonna do it every fucking time. It's just
Slapstick retardation
Every now
to
and then.
deep thinking conspiracy.
it's not, like these aren't usually that deep.
Apparently, you
It's
want them to go
like-
deep, Mr. Iceberg Theory.
It's like a leech of an idea, and then they just go crazy with it, and they're like, "Oh, this is
crazy.
connected to this, and it's connected to that." And it's like, well,
There's a point
it's,
where they
it's
don't
that
just
meme.
finish
It's,
them.
fam, it's not that deep. It's not that deep, fam.
There ain't
Not
that
that
much
deep,
to it. Joe, you're just fucking crazy. There's not that much. It don't go.
Yeah.
It do go down, Mr. President. It don't go down.
JFK shot himself. You know, it goes on and on. Which is
That
one of
would
the
be
one of the craziest ideas I've heard, but you know,
great.
who knows?
Well, he shot
You
himself.
know-
What do you mean, like hired somebody to kill him?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
'Cause I don't think he would have pulled out a gun and bang and
Yeah, I
then-
feel like that would be very provable.
yeah. If they could see that,
Yeah.
and any witnesses
His
there.
wife
would've-
is sitting next to him, like, John, what are you doing? You know.
What's his?
I'm
Fuck you,
saving the
Jack, me.
world, and then he just fucking
Suck my
blows.
fucking dick, bitch.
just cowabunga it is.
Oh no, Stab John, what are you doing?
Step John. Dear Lord Jackie, I'm going to kill myself. Shut the fuck up.
Yaw,
That's a life
fucking
hack.
just-
Suicide's
Yeah,
a life hack.
it is a life hack. Annoyed with your bitch wife, kill yourself.
Life hack
kill
101, dude. It's numero uno on the life hack list.
Kill yourself is a life hack. Bing, 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 bing. You just blow your fucking brains out. There's the cute little like Kickstarter music with the fucking xylophone.
Yeah, I think Filthy Frank already did that first. Though.
Bang.
You now remember that Filthy Frank life hack video? Just he just kept screaming, "Just kill yourself!
Yeah,
Don't want to do it.
yeah.
Kill yourself."
Hella meme, dude.
Yeah.
We're not making better shit up on the fly.
No, he already did it. You can't do it again.
He didn't invent the concept of killing yourself as a joke, dumbass.
No, killing yourself is a life hack.
Did he? Was that a life hack in that video?
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Was that he was making fun of life hacks, and he just said, "Kill yourself." That fucking
Yeah, but
bird
did he say
outside
did he say
annoyed me.
life hack kill yourself?
Yes,
I
life
don't think
hack,
he
kill
did.
yourself.
No.
don't know.
I
He
think
might
he
have.
just said that in response
The
to
whole
people.
point of the joke was that it was life hacks, and he just kept screaming, "Kill yourself!" Oh god, it was. Now looking back on it, it was not that funny.
Yeah, you literally just laughed at it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
did.
were like, ha ha ha! Oh my god, it wasn't that funny.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you guys want us to fucking talk more deeply about that shit, I'll actually do research
I
on
know
it.
I do.
You want to talk about it?
I want to talk. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, that's good
I
enough. for
remember
me.
being fucking like 14 years old with my iPod
Yeah.
fucking Gen 1 or 2 and looking up YouTube videos on like conspiracy theories and acting like how does nobody else know? And it was just shitty YouTube videos of like the government has underground bases they're gonna move us all to when the world ends and they make it happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I
They're
can't
gonna
believe
take us
no one
to-
knows about this. It's like 3 a.m.
They're gonna take us to Argatha.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which is the inverse gravity hollow Earth that they showed
Yeah.
in Kong Skull Island. It's real.
Shit is tight.
Not
Well,
Kong Skull Island.
that they
Godzilla versus
showed
Kong.
in Kong Skull Island. Kong
Not
Skull,
Skull
Island.
Island. Kong versus Godzilla. I said it wrong.
No, no, no. You keep saying that they in Kong vs Godzilla, but they got their Hollow Earth idea from the normalized
Yeah,
Hollow
yeah,
Earth.
yeah,
theory
yes,
that
yes.
exists
The
already.
one from Godzilla versus Kong is the Argatha.
Yeah,
idea.
right.
It's
Yeah,
the
that exists
inverse
before that
gravity.
movie. They're
There's an
using it
inside
to their
world.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that will go into Hitler in Antarctica and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, dude. You and me, we should make a connected universe of monster movies, but they're all cryptids. It's all a big connected
I
universe.
don't
We
know
should
what are
make.
cryptids.
Wendigo fought the Wabbajack, and the Jersey Devil got in and was like, "Meh, what the fuck are you doing?"
What are cryptids?
Cryptids are like the Loch Ness monster and
Oh,
Bigfoot
okay.
and Wendigo and shit. Like all those and Mothman and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. All right.
We should make a fucking like anti-hero team up monster verse.
I'm into that.
You see fucking yeah, Bigfoot and Mothman are fighting, but then they settle their differences to defeat an even bigger threat. And that's like corporatist American greed.
The Jews.
They have to fight like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk in their iron suits. And Bigfoot and Mothman and and Nessie save America.
The Jewish empowered people
Come
that run
on.
the world. Yeah.
I have to make it some Jew shit. I
I
have
don't
to
know,
get
it's just
anti-Semitic.
funnier that way.
It is funnier.
Like, they've been hired by Hitler, who's been living in Antarctica in Argotha.
Yeah, he'll be another
Yeah.
villain. He'll be on the yeah. He'll be
So it's
working with
cryptid versus
Bezos
Hitler.
and Elon Musk and fucking anybody else.
He's trying to take out the Jews.
He's
What's-
like
what's
he's
the-
like a brain in a jar with his face on like a big mech robot. He's like a big fucking thing.
What's the one rich guy that I called the King Jew that one time? I can't remember his name. Fucking. I keep wanting to say Martin Scorsese, but that's
Bloomberg?
that's-
Is it Mike Bloomberg?
No, it's not Bloomberg.
Fuck.
He's a rich dude.
Yeah, Mike Bloomberg is a rich dude.
Yeah, but he's not him. Fuck.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, yep. That's the one. I can't fucking remember who.
George Soros.
Yeah, George Soros. Yeah, the King.
Yeah,
Jew.
yeah.
As
Because
the-
the conservative crowd was freaking out about him for like 4 solid months,
still
acting
are.
like
Dude, they think
yeah,
he's
every single organization that happens to be leftist is getting all of their money all from George Soros all the time.
They claim him to be like Jew God.
Yeah,
and then,
you
like,
know, the
he's-
King Jew,
he's-
because like in their words, he's the King Jew
Yeah.
himself.
He's gonna
It
summon,
always
like,
somehow comes back to anti-Semitism.
He's gonna summon like the Jewish version of Cthulhu and eat the right or some shit.
Dude, the headless horseman and the
It's
Chupacabra and the
fucking
Jersey
awesome,
Devil
yeah.
are all working together to defeat Cyborg Hitler and shit.
The
You
Jersey-
can't tell. This is ridiculous, but you can't tell me this is not
No,
watchable.
it's awesome. The Jersey Devil, I think, is just super lame, and I'm not interested in that.
Yeah,
at
I
all.
mean it's super gay. It's just like a tiny little Cupid devil
Yeah,
that
it's
flies
just-
around and fucks with people's
It's just
windows
a
and
little,
shit.
like malnourished midget
Yeah.
child.
It'd be fun to watch Cyborg Hitler just smash him into the ground with one good hit. Like, Bigfoot's like, Jersey Devil, no!
Mhm. Don't do it, Jersey Devil.
Avenge me!
Not a fucking
Let's do a little scene right here. I'm Mothman. You're Bigfoot, and Andre is a Wendigoon. Pitch to me.
That's
what-
fucking race.
Do a little scene. I'm Mothman. You're Bigfoot. Andre's Wendigoon.
Oh, Mothman, I'm Bigfoot.
You're Bigfoot.
the
I'm Mothman.
Mothman and
I said, hello, Mothman, I'm Bigfoot.
Hello, Bigfoot.
Hello, Mothman. I don't know how fucking...
Yeah, that's. I think. Yeah, Bigfoot would definitely sound like the guy from Harry and the Hendersons. Just deep voice. Hello.
Hello.
Extreme.
Hello.
Ah, Wendigo. Good of you to show up.
I call him the N word.
Mothman, when this is all over, we're gonna have a talk about that.
I'm from West Virginia, baby. That's what we do out here.
Now we need to get to what this meeting is all about.
He's Canadian.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He's Canadian.
I am sorry.
Who's
It's
that?
Mothman.
Who's that?
I have an African accent now
What is African accent?
because it's funnier that way. He's
It
wearing,
doesn't make
funnier
me
that
from
way.
West
Yeah.
Virginia.
he's wearing a kente cloth during the day.
Mothman, we got bigger fish to fry, but we better hope no one takes a picture of you between then and now.
They would not believe it.
No one will believe you.
That's fair, actually. That's a good point. I don't think anybody would believe it if someone showed them a picture of my man wearing the
They
fucking
would think it is
traditional
photoshopped.
African garb. I've lost touch with Nessie. I've lost touch with our Loch Ness friend. Can't seem to contact her anymore.
Oh no,
Yeah, it
that is
sucks.
not good news.
Wendigo, how go the spirits?
How easy to beach us?
How Wendigo the spirits today?
They
Am I
went to
right?
go They went to going good.
That's tight.
Shut
How's
the
he?
fuck up, beach ass. Why? Why am I here?
We have to. I don't know. I didn't. Jeff Bezos made himself a big Lex Luthor suit, and we have to take him down. He's gonna destroy. He's gonna destroy the lower class of
Did you say
America.
Lex Luthor suit?
Yeah, I don't know what else
What
to
is a
call it.
Lex Luthor suit?
Is it? He always makes these big
Yeah,
robotic
it's
a
like,
big
like
suit.
fucking suits that are
Alright.
that
Yeah,
kryptonite.
yeah. I
powered
know.
by
I just
kryptonite.
wanted to be clear what you're talking about. Not just like him wearing as just a regular suit and tie, like Lex Luthor would do.
Yeah.
I got it. I thought we had to stop Hitler.
That's he's still in the Arctic Circle dormant. We'll deal with him later.
It is too cold for me there.
It is. It's true.
It
It's
is.
kind of cold for me there.
Yeah.
It's the Arctic Circle.
I feel like you would be fine. You're
Wendigo.
big and hairy.
I'm gonna need you to get in contact with your Inuit spirit brothers.
Oh my fucking god.
We're gonna need their cold resistant abilities to get to the Arctic Circle.
I had never even heard of Inuit spirits.
No, they got like a big, gross, like lizard bear thing.
You know, a lizard. They have a
They got
reptile.
a lizard bear.
They have a
Yeah,
reptile.
it's kind of. I guess it's like it's got leathery skin. I guess it's not a lizard. I don't know why. Inuit.
I shall go
Cryptid.
to Africa and see what they have.
Yeah, but that won't help us a lot for the Arctic Circle. But yes, we could use
Uh,
some support of the children that mine cobalt.
Yeah,
Those cryptid things that the media never seems to talk about.
Flammenwerfer.
I could send a direct letter to Joseph Kony.
Yes.
Coney!
He might be able to help.
Maybe. Wendigo, you could get a hold of the me cuff.
He is totally not researching this right now.
Or the Calupilute. They look horrifying, if I'm being honest.
How did Bigfoot get a smartphone?
Uh,
I
gotta do the fucking-
wrist. I gotta
dude, Google the
Okay.
Calupilute.
Uh, I,
These things are fucked.
I think we did good today. I think it's time to wrap up. We're at 1:35. All right. Is it good with you two?
Weird. This is fucking
Yeah.
weird.
How's it? Shut up, bitch. Shut up, beach ass. Beach ass motherfucker. Shut up. Yeah, so yeah, we'll definitely do some episodes where we talk about that shit and go deeper. I'll do research. Again, if you want to like learn this about that shit for yourself, go check out Wendigoon's YouTube channel. And like, subscribe, share, comment for the Okay Yeah Sure podcast, and maybe we'll get Wendigoon on here if we get big enough. All right, bye.